You probably think you're invisible to her, like that moment when she looked at her phone right as you glanced over. You told yourself, she's just busy. But here's the truth. Women rarely make their interest obvious. In fact, the moment you think she's ignoring you could be the exact moment she's testing you. That lingering pause before she responds. The slight fidget when you talk. It's not random. It's a hidden signal. Most guys miss it completely. But once you see these clues, you'll never unsee them again. Comment the last time you thought a girl was ignoring you, but now you wonder if it was something else. Watch until the end, because the final clue flips everything you expect. You walk into a crowded bar. Music humming through your chest. Laughter echoing off the walls. You're scanning the room, not hunting. Just aware. And then you feel it. A quick flicker. A pair of eyes. She looked at you, just for a second. Then looked away, like it didn't matter. Like you weren't even there. You tell yourself it was probably nothing. But your gut whispers, was it? Here's the truth most men never hear. When a woman is truly interested in you, she often hides it. Not because she's shy. Not because she's cold. But because deep down, she's playing a high-stakes game she doesn't want to lose. And attention. Real attention? That's the opening move. See, women are taught early on protect your emotions. Don't look too eager. Don't be too obvious. Because if she shows too much too soon, it gets used against her. So even when she's fully locked in eyes on you, mind racing, she masks it. She look away. She act like nothing happened, like you don't even exist. But inside, she's spiraling. Did he see me look? Was I too obvious? Should I glance again or wait? And that's where most guys miss the moment. They assume it's rejection, that she's uninterested. They feel that little sting of self-doubt and pull back. But you're about to see the matrix, because that look away, that subtle flicker, it's a hidden signal. It's the first domino. Women don't test men by flirting with neon signs. They test by hiding interest and seeing who notices anyway. It's evolutionary. It's social. And yes, it's psychological warfare if you're not prepared. Picture it like this. She's standing at the edge of a cliff, wondering if she should jump. She wants to, but only if someone is there to catch her. So she tosses a pebble. Just one. Quiet. If you hear it land, if you turn and smile, now she knows it's safe to step closer. This is why most guys feel like women are mysterious, confusing, hot, and cold. But the truth is, they're consistent. It's just that their signals are coded, silent, and if you can't read the code, you miss the message. You're not supposed to chase every glance or overanalyze every move, but you are supposed to notice. That's the mark of a grounded man. Someone who doesn't need a flashing sign to trust his instincts. So here's your first move. The next time you feel her eyes, don't react too fast. Don't get in your head. Just notice. Calmly. Confidently. Let her feel that you felt it. Let her wonder what you'll do next. Most men miss this. But you won't anymore. Because now, you're watching for the signals they never see. You're sitting at a quiet corner in your favorite coffee shop. The hum of conversations mixes with the soft hiss of steaming milk. You glance up from your phone, and there she is across the room. She's looking right at you. Her eyes meet yours. 1 second, 2 seconds. Then she looks away. Fast. Almost too fast. You blink, unsure. Was that real? Was she just daydreaming? Or did she want you to notice? That's the beauty of the lingering gaze test. It's subtle, barely noticeable if you're not paying attention. But it's deliberate. Her body might still be facing her friend, her hands casually wrapped around her coffee cup, but her eyes? They're doing something else entirely. You see, most guys would write it off. Oh, She was probably zoning out. Or worse, she looked away because she wasn't interested. But let me tell you something most men will never understand. That extra second, that pause before she looks away, that's no accident. It's precision. A quiet test. Because when a woman holds eye contact longer than necessary, she's doing something very specific. She's signaling interest, but only enough for the right man to notice. She's creating a private moment in a public space. Message hidden inside stillness. And here's the trick. It always ends with her looking away first. Always. Because the power of the signal isn't in holding the gaze. It's in breaking it. She looks away not to reject you, but to invite you. It's like she's saying, I've shown you enough. Now, let's see what you'll do. Most guys miss it because they're too distracted or too doubtful. They question themselves endlessly. Was that just coincidence? Did I imagine it? Am I reading too much into this? But the men who know, they don't second-guess it. They simply see it, accept it, and respond in kind, with calm confidence. Next time this happens, I want you to try something. When you catch her gaze, don't immediately look away in panic. Hold it, softly, calmly. In your mind, count 1, 2, break. Watch what happens. Watch how she reacts after she looks away. Maybe she glances back again. Maybe she fidgets with her hair. Maybe she even smiles into her drink. Now you know the truth. That wasn't random. That was a test, and you passed it. Most men never notice this. But now, you'll recognize that look anywhere. And trust me, once you do, it becomes addictive. Because suddenly, you're not the guy chasing attention. You're the guy she's testing, hoping you'll notice. It's funny, isn't it? You finally muster the courage to approach her at a party. The music is loud. People are laughing. The energy is buzzing in the air. You make your move, start a light, casual conversation. And at first, she seems into it. Her eyes are bright, her smile easy. But then, right when the conversation starts to flow, she suddenly looks down at her phone. Or maybe she starts fixing her hair, adjusting her necklace, smoothing her dress. And in that moment, you feel it, this sinking weight in your chest. You tell yourself, well, I guess she wasn't interested after all. But what if I told you that's exactly the moment she was? Here's the truth most guys never realize. When a woman becomes distracted right after you engage her, it isn't always disinterest. In fact, more often than not, it's deliberate. A subconscious strategy to shift the power dynamic. She knows she's enjoying the interaction. She knows you've got her attention. And that makes her feel exposed, vulnerable. So what does she do? She creates space. She tries to look unbothered. She pretends to disengage, not to push you away, but to pull you in. You see, women are masters of social tension. They know how to stretch it, how to test it, how to play with it. She might glance at her phone, but her fingers don't even move. She might fix her hair, but she's still leaning slightly toward you. She act distracted, but she won't walk away. And here's the secret. It's not about what she's doing. It's about when she does it. If she suddenly gets busy right after you engage her, chances are she's heightening the tension on purpose. It's her way of saying, let's see if you can handle this without getting rattled. Most guys fail here. They either shut down, thinking they've been rejected, or they try harder, rambling, overcompensating, chasing her attention back. But not you. Next time this happens, when she pulls that playful distraction move, don't flinch. Stay grounded. Keep talking lightly, as if her actions didn't faze you one bit. Smile to yourself. Watch what happens. You'll see it in her eyes. The way she glances back at you, just to check if you're still there. The way her body subtly angles toward you again, drawn back by your calm. Most men walk away too soon. But you you'll stay. And you'll watch her start to chase. Because now, you understand the game. And the best part? You don't need to play it. You just need to enjoy it. There's a strange magic in laughter. It's one of the most underestimated signals in attraction. And most guys? They have no idea how to spot it. Picture this. You're at a casual get-together. Drinks in hand, people swapping light jokes. And easy stories, you make a comment. It wasn't even that funny, just a casual remark. But suddenly she laughs, loud, unexpectedly loud, almost like she surprised herself. And for a second, you freeze. Wait, did I just say something hilarious? You look around. No one else is laughing like that. Just her. That's when doubt kicks in. Maybe she's just polite. Maybe she's being nice. But here's what's actually happening. Her brain is glitching on attraction. See, laughter isn't always about humor. Especially in women, it can be a reflex, a release of nervous energy, an unconscious burst that says, I'm feeling something here, and I don't know how to hide it. And when a woman laughs louder, faster, or more intensely than the situation really calls for, it's almost always a signal. She isn't auditioning for a comedy show. She's revealing a crack in her emotional armor. It's her body doing the talking before her mind can catch up, because deep down, she's excited. Her heart is racing, her thoughts are spiraling, and her brain? It's just looking for an outlet. So it latches onto the easiest one: laughter. You say something ordinary. She explodes in giggles. You raise an eyebrow, confused. She blushes, covering her mouth, trying to regain composure. Inside her head, it's chaos. Oh God, why did I laugh so loud? Did he notice? Does he think I'm weird? Most men miss this completely. They either brush it off or, worse, get cocky and start trying too hard to keep making her laugh. But the wise man? He knows exactly what to do. Next time it happens, lean back a little. Smile knowingly. Don't explain your joke. Don't fish for more laughs. Just hold that calm, confident energy and let her sit in the aftermath of her own reaction. Let her. Wonder why you're not reacting like other guys. Because the moment you stop trying to be funny and simply let her feel the attraction in her own body, that's when she locks in on you. When her laugh feels too loud, too sudden, too exaggerated, you've just unlocked a hidden level. Most guys never get there. But you'll recognize it instantly now. And the next time it happens, smile slightly. Watch her melt. And remember, her laughter isn't about your joke. It's about you. Sometimes, the most revealing clues aren't in her eyes or her laughter. They're in her words. And this one? Most men overlook it entirely. Imagine this. You're deep into conversation, maybe at a house party or sitting together at a late-night diner after a night out with friends. The kind of conversation that just flows. You're talking about something random, maybe describing your week or venting about a funny story, and you casually drop a phrase, something unique, something distinctly yours. That's wild. You say, shaking your head as you recount the moment. She smiles, maybe nods. You don't think much of it. Then, 10 minutes later, in the middle of a different conversation, she says it too. That's wild. It slips out of her mouth almost naturally, but you catch it. Wait, did she just use my phrase? At first, you might shrug it off as coincidence. After all, people say similar things all the time, right? But what most men don't realize is, these women subconsciously mirror the language of men they feel connected to. It's called linguistic mirroring. And it's one of the oldest, most instinctive bonding behaviors in human interaction. She isn't copying you to flatter you. Her brain is doing it automatically, driven by the desire to create rapport and harmony. In her mind, the words just feel right, comfortable, familiar, almost like they belong to both of you now, And the more it happens, the more you realize it's not random. It starts with small things. Your slang, your catchphrases, the way you describe something. Suddenly, she's speaking like you, laughing like you, even pacing her sentences to match yours. It's subtle, easy to miss if you're not paying attention, but it's there. And once you notice it, it's impossible to ignore. Inside her head, she's not thinking, let me copy him to make him like me. She's thinking, wow, I feel so in sync with him. And that feeling, it's addictive. Here's the move. Next time you notice it, but don't call it out. Don't joke about it or make her self-conscious. Just smile internally and lean back into the conversation. Let it happen naturally. And if you want to have a little fun with it, drop a unique phrase intentionally, something playful but unmistakably yours. Watch how long it takes before it shows up again in her words. Because if she's echoing you, she's already drawn in. Most guys won't catch this, but you will. And once you do, you'll see it everywhere. There's a strange kind of electricity that sparks when the dynamic between two people suddenly shifts. One moment, everything's easy, effortless. The next, it's different, heavier, charged. You've seen it before, though maybe you didn't recognize it. You're at a party. She's the life of the room, laughing, teasing, owning every conversation. Her confidence lights up the place. She's playful, bold, even a little flirty. Everyone's watching her, drawn in by her energy. But then, something changes. The room clears out a bit. Suddenly, it's just you and her, standing a little too close in the kitchen or at the corner of the bar. You lean in to say something, and she freezes. The girl who was just holding court seconds ago suddenly goes quiet. She fumbles her words. Her eyes dart away. She tucks her hair behind her ear, looks down, and the lively spark she had with everyone else, gone. And you're standing there, thinking, did I just kill the vibe? You start second-guessing everything. Maybe she got bored. Maybe I'm not as interesting as the other guys. Maybe she just lost interest. But here's the truth almost no one tells you. This sudden shift to shyness isn't rejection. It's attraction. Hitting her all at once. See, when she was joking around with everyone, she was in her safe zone. No pressure. No vulnerability. But now, she's alone with the guy who actually matters. And that easy, playful mask she wears, it slips. Because deep down, the stakes feel higher around you. Suddenly, it's not just fun anymore. It's personal. Her body language tightens. Her words slow down. She avoids your gaze, not because she's disinterested, but because she's overwhelmed. Inside, she's thinking, why am I so nervous? Why can't I look at him? Does he notice I'm acting weird? Most guys misread this moment completely. They assume she's pulling away. They panic, filling the silence with nervous rambling, trying to force the vibe back to where it was. But here's what the men who understand this secret do differently. They stay calm. They lean into the tension. They speak softly, slowing down their words to match the new energy. They hold steady eye contact, not in a predatory way, but with quiet confidence, because that's what she's craving in that moment. Stability, safety, permission to feel what she's feeling without being judged or rushed. And if you can hold that space for her, if you can stay present without chasing or overreacting, you'll watch her relax back into herself. And this time, it won't be playful or surface level. It'll be real. Shy silence isn't rejection. It's an invitation. An invitation for you to lead with calm energy and show her you're the kind of man who doesn't flinch under pressure. Most men never recognize this shift. But now, you will. And when you do, that's when everything changes. Here it is, the final and most misunderstood clue of all. The one that separates the men who get played from the men who win her respect. And her mind, it's called the emotional spike test. And it happens in ways most guys never even notice. Until it's too late. Let's paint the scene. You're texting back and forth. The conversation is smooth, playful, easy. You're starting to feel that rhythm. You throw in a little flirt. She bites back with one of her own. Everything feels good. Then, out of nowhere, she says something that throws you completely off balance. Maybe. It's a teasing insult. Wow, you're kind of full of yourself, aren't you? Maybe she brings up another guy. Oh, my friend Jake said the same thing. He's hilarious. Or maybe she just drops a cold, indifferent line that chills the mood instantly. Not sure I'm impressed yet. And in that instant, your heart sinks. Your brain lights up with panic. Wait, what? Did I mess this up? Why would she say that? Is she losing interest? You start spiraling, second-guessing every word you've sent. Should you apologize? Defend yourself? Ignore it? That's exactly where she wants you, because this isn't her losing interest, It's her testing your emotional steadiness. Every woman, whether she's conscious of it or not, wants to know one thing above all else. Can you handle her? Not just when she's sweet, not just when she's playful, but when she's unpredictable, emotional, messy, difficult, because life isn't always soft smiles and easy laughs. There will be days she's moody, distant, or critical. And deep down, she's searching for a man who doesn't crumble under that weight, So she tests you early, lightly, playfully at first, just to see how you'll react. The emotional spike test is her way of poking at your ego, just to see if you'll flinch. And most guys, they fail instantly. They get defensive, throwing jabs back to protect themselves. Oh, whatever. You're no prize either. Or they get insecure, trying to backpedal and please her. No, I didn't mean it like that. I'm really not like that, I swear. Both reactions reek of weakness. But you're going to do something different. The next time she throws that playful jab, you smile, calmly. You lean back, maybe even laugh a little. And then, without missing a beat, you pivot the conversation lightly like it didn't even rattle you. Because when she says, "Wow, you're kind of full of yourself, aren't you?" you reply, "You're not wrong." Confidence is my guilty pleasure. Simple, smooth, UMBOTHERED. Or when she brings up another guy, Jake, or whoever, you say, "Sounds like Jake has great taste." You don't get jealous. You don't compete. You don't shrink. You stand your ground, relaxed and steady. That's what she's looking for. Because here's the secret she'll never tell you. When she tests you like this, she's hoping you pass. She doesn't want to watch you fall apart. She doesn't want to see you get defensive. She wants to see you hold steady, because when you do, it makes her feel safe. It proves that you're grounded enough to handle her deepest emotions without judgment or fear. It's not about winning an argument. It's about showing her without words that you're unshakable. This is where boys get defensive. But men smile and win her mind. And when you pass this test, something incredible happens. She softens. Her energy shifts. Suddenly, that playful teasing melts into genuine respect. She starts leaning in more, opening up, trusting you, because now she knows you're the kind of man who doesn't just read the signs. You master them. Now here's where everything changes. Because here's the truth no one tells you. Once you start noticing these clues, once you start catching every glance, every laugh, every playful test, it's easy to fall into a trap. You become obsessed. Suddenly, you're analyzing everything. Every look feels like a hidden message. Every word feels like a secret code. Every laugh, a signal to decode. You start walking into rooms scanning for eye contact, tracking her words, mentally keeping score of every clue she drops. You convince yourself you are becoming aware. But deep down, you're just becoming anxious in disguise. And that anxiety? It ruins everything. There's a story I've seen play out too many times. A guy learns the signals. He feels powerful at first, spotting signs he used to miss. He starts seeing attraction everywhere. But soon, he stops enjoying the moment. He stops being present. He's not really listening to her words. He's just watching her like a hawk, waiting for his next ego boost dot, and in doing that, he loses his edge, because women can feel that shift. They can sense when a man isn't grounded anymore, when he's hunting for validation instead of simply living his life. And nothing kills attraction faster than that dot, because attraction isn't about memorizing signals or playing mental chess. It's about presence, confidence, self-possession. You're not supposed to walk through life like a detective, analyzing every laugh and glance. You're supposed to live fully focused on your own experience, while effortlessly noticing the signs along the way, not because you need them, but because you're the kind of man who simply pays attention. Here's the emotional truth of this whole journey. Once you know she's watching, can you still relax? That's the final test, because noticing her signals means nothing if you can't stay calm enough to let her come to you. Imagine this. One version of you walks into a room, scanning, calculating, obsessing. He catches every glance, sure, but he looks tense, overly eager, trying too hard. Another version walks in, fully relaxed, laughing with his friends, enjoying the music, comfortable in his skin. He notices her glance, but he doesn't chase it. He holds it, smirks, and lets it go. Guess which man she wants to chase? Attraction isn't about decoding every signal. It's about living your life fully and letting her naturally want to join your story. So here's your final action. Step 1. You can take starting tonight. Pick one moment, just one, where you deliberately ignore the signals. Don't scan the room. Don't overanalyze. Focus on your mood, your vibe, your presence. Then watch what happens. Because the second you stop looking for clues, that's when they show up everywhere. And now, you'll see them for what they really are. Now, before we wrap this up, let's slow it down and pull everything together. Because once you step into this new way of seeing, you'll start spotting these signs everywhere. And when you do, it'll feel like you're watching the world in high definition. Here's your subtle checklist. The 6 hidden clues that she's fully, completely focused on you. Lingering eye contact. That holds just a little too long before she looks away. The playful distraction move. When she suddenly acts busy right after you engage her. Laughter that's just a little too loud, too fast, too eager. Her echoing your words subtly, borrowing your phrases without even realizing it. That sudden shift to shyness. When her confidence fades the second you're alone. And finally, the emotional spike test, where she pushes your buttons just to see if you'll stay calm. Save this list. Watch for these signs, because now, you won't just notice them. You'll understand exactly what they mean. And trust me, everything changes from here.